Today I am going to make something that I don't think has ever been done before for the freeze dryer. I'm going to make my version of a lava cake freeze dried. And I got this idea from one of my viewers who, when I did my chocolate pudding and reconstituted it, they suggested that they had asked if I could reconstitute it with hot water. And that got the old wheels a-turning upstairs, and I got to thinking, can I rehydrate it with hot water? I tried it. Yes, I can. And it makes a nice warm pudding. So I thought, well, let's take that a step farther and let's do a cake and freeze dry the cakes and take the freeze dried pudding and rehydrate that freeze-dried pudding in hot water and fill that freeze-dried cake, and it should make a really good treat. And I'm really looking forward to this. So what I have here is I just got a Betty Crocker cake mix, and I got the super moist triple chocolate fudge, and it says there's pudding in the mix. And we're just going to mix this up according to the directions on the box. I got these pans. I only got one set of pans off of Amazon, and they have a little dimple in it so that it makes like a shortcake bowl. So I'm thinking these might work good too. What I did was I buttered those, and then I sprinkled them with flour, and got those real nicely coated with flour and butter. Hopefully they won't stick. So let's put those out of the way. And let's do my chocolate. Alright, that is mixed well. Now, I've never used these before. I'm not 100% sure how much to fill them. We'll cover the dimple for sure. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, there we have it. I filled those just under full, and if they rise, which they will, we'll just cut them off flat. But I'd rather have it rise a little bit and cut that off than not rise enough and then not have a full cup. Alright, so I'm going to put these in the oven. Like I say, preheated 350 degrees. It says for cupcakes 14 to 19 minutes. I'm going to come check these at probably about 10 minutes and see how they're doing, and I'll let you know how long I cooked them for, or baked them for. Okay, I let those cook or bake for about 15 minutes, and I've let them cool for about 15 minutes. Now I'm just going to take the rising part of this off, so we end up with a nice flat bottom. Alright, let's get something to flip that over on. Wow, they all came out nicely. Check that out. I'm super happy with that. Alright, I'm going to clean this up, re-grease it, because I got a little bit of batter left over, and we're going to do the last of that batter, and then we will try it up. I'll see you then. There you have it. I ended up with 19 cups for filling with pudding, And as a bonus, the bottom of the cake that I cut off, I got 19 cake cookies that I'm going to freeze dry those too and make cookies out of those. Waste not, want not, and that's what they say. So I'm going to get these in the freezer, frozen solid. And once they're frozen solid, we'll pop them into the freeze dryer. This is going to be a very short run because I shouldn't imagine there's a great deal of moisture in these. So next time you see these, they'll be coming out of the freeze dryer. And I'm really excited about this one. And here we have it. As expected, that was like a 21-hour dry process. And we ended up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 19 of these nice little cups. And 19 cookies. Can't be bad. So I'm going to package the cookies in this 1 gallon 7 ml bag. And of course we're going to keep one out to do a taste test. And let's see. I want 1 or 2 of those per serving. I'm going to use 1 of these per serving because we're going to be putting quite a bit of pudding with that. Okay, so thinking about that, I want to put those cakes in a Ziploc bag. So I'll put 1 cake in this little snack size Ziploc bag and then put that inside of my Mylar bag. And then we have our freeze-dried pudding that we did. And I'm going to put a 1/2 cup in that pouch. That way we can reconstitute the pudding in the pouch. Pull the cake out, reconstitute the pudding, and then if we want to throw the cake in there, we could do that if we're on the go, or we can tray it up separately. So that's how we're going to pack it. For now, I'll just Ziploc these shut. Then we'll come back and I'll open them up, put a 300cc O2 absorber, and then do a double heat seal on it, and they'll be good to go. I'll see you when I get that all done. Okay, are we ready to do this lava cake? Let's open her up. Take out our O2 absorber. And our cake. So there's my pudding in there. What we're going to do is I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of hot water straight from the kettle. I'm going to zip that shut, making sure it's totally shut. Then we're going to knead this for a second or two, making sure that all that moisture gets down into the grooves of your pouch from the pocket. And I'm going to let a little bit of that air out. And I'm just going to knead that. Make sure that everything kind of gets some moisture on it. And that is almost totally boiling water. It's not quite boiling, it's straight from my Keurig. What I'm doing is trying to feel if there's any lumps in there. And from past experience of doing this with hot water, when I tested it, we still end up with a little bit of a lumpy, not totally smooth pudding, but let me tell you, in an emergency or a backpacking situation, it comes out nice. So we're going to let that sit for a minute, and I'll go ahead and try that cookie that we made from the cutoff of the cake. Let's see how that tastes, freeze-dried. Tastes like a chocolate cake cookie. Alright, I'm not going to eat this whole thing because I want my mouth, my taste buds, to taste the deliciousness of my chocolate lava cake. Okay, that's been sitting about a minute. There's one little more mix right there. We got our cake bowl there. Let's put our lava on. And let's pretty that up a little bit by putting some powdered sugar on that. Alright, let me get a close-up of that. Check that out. Nice hot pudding. Let's see how this tastes. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's get some crunchy cake in with that. Oh man, that's good. That is so good. That cake has still got some of its crunchiness to it. That pudding is nice and rich chocolate. Oh man, this is so good. Oh yeah. What do you think, you guys? What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below. What did Bill Cosby used to say in the 70s or 80s about pudding? I can't remember what his catchline was. But this is delicious. A little taste of chocolate heaven. Well, I polished that off real quick. So there you have it. chocolate lava cake by John and Bibbs, and thanks to one of my viewers. And I'm not going to say their name because they might not want it publicized, but I do appreciate you suggesting this. And if it was you and you want your name publicized, just comment below and say that was me, because great idea to reconstitute that pudding with hot water. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you next time.